What's up, everybody? It is your girl Kim White, and welcome to the channel. If you all have been following me for the short amount of time that I've been back on YouTube, you will have noticed that there's been an obvious name change to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to get into the reason for the name change, the new direction that we're going in, and also some of the life updates that have happened that have led me to this pivotal point. So if you are interested in finding out the tea, stick around. Thank you again for joining me. I am your girl, Kim White, and moving forward, I am going by Leratu. That is Leratu. It is an African name that was given to me, which means to love. So if you could pronounce it, I'd love if you refer to me as that. But if not, hey, it's all good. Kim will work. So, what's been up with me? Well, first things first. I am coming to you guys today from the beautiful city of Medellin, Colombia. This place is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. It's lush, it's green, it's mountainous. The men are good looking, I'm not gonna lie. And it has just this fun energy to it that I really enjoy. The Spanish is different. It's a different dialect than Mexico, but I'll get into that on more of a Medellin video. Trust me, it's definitely worth the visit. Now, why am I here in Medellin, you may ask? I was really prompted by God to not just stay in Mexico. For those of you who don't know, I just got temporary residency in Mexico last month. So very happy about that. But I wanted to explore more of the culture of Latin America and also become fluent. So I'm here in Colombia because I'm told that they have some of the best schools for language immersion. And that is my goal. By the end of this year, I will be fluent in Spanish. So I am here, I am thankful, and I'm excited to share some of this journey with y'all. Now, for the past 3 years, many of you may not know this, but I, first of all, changed my life. Stopped drinking alcohol for various reasons. Started working in my divine feminine and really doing some self-healing shadow work and ancestral veneration, which has changed my life. From that time, 3 years ago, I attracted a job, and at the time it was the job of my dreams. I didn't go and fill out for it on LinkedIn. The job literally came to me, but I had told the divine that this is what I want. I want a job where I can make a difference in wellness or the mental health space because it's something I'm passionate about. I want to be able to travel the world abroad. I want to make 6 figures and have great insurance. That was it. And I got all of that. And I loved it for several years. It was a great opportunity for me, a great experience. From that point, I took a 3-month Eat, Pray, Love experience to Europe, throughout the south of France, and it completely changed my life. Since that point, y'all, I came home, pulled my stuff out of storage, made my base Michigan, where my mom is, and have been living as a nomad pretty much ever since. That whole experience was amazing. And actually today I'm celebrating my 3rd year of sobriety. So all of the work really paid off. I was enjoying my life. I was enjoying my work. But at some point it stopped. I stopped enjoying my life. I stopped enjoying my work. And if I'm being honest with y'all, 3 weeks ago, I was laid off. So the job that was once the job of my dreams that got me to traveling and doing all of these great things was taken away from me. And it was taken away from me because of understandable reasons, a restructuring, and a need to keep up with what was taking place. I didn't take it personally because, if I'm being honest with myself, I had been misaligned from this job for a while. I was having sleepless nights and nights where I would just cry. Or mornings where I needed to do affirmations just to make myself feel like I could do my job. And it's not that I'm not capable, it's not that I'm not intelligent or any of those things, but sometimes things that you start will not stay the same. Think about any relationship. Some relationships grow together and you end up bringing out more and more of the best of one another. And some relationships, due to different reasons, will grow apart. And I don't know if it was because I was just really working in my intuition, but I sensed that this was coming a year before. The things started to change. I began to change and tap into my intuition more. And so I was honestly just hanging on to the job because it wasn't comfortable, but it was a familiar comfort, right? And how else am I gonna be able to travel and do all of these things? So it was like a little bit of a scarcity thought process. And God swooped in and showed me that this is just the beginning for you. This is just the beginning. And so I'm going to share a little bit about that experience. First things first, the misalignment. There is actually a term for misalignment burnout, y'all. So if you find yourself going into work and you feel like you are not smart, you are not confident, the thing that you once identified with, you feel like you don't even know anymore, it means that things have shifted and you're no longer aligned. And trying to just align with what is asked of you is draining so much of your mental and emotional faculties that you don't really feel qualified, right? That's misalignment burnout. And again, this was just one of those relationships that I held on to until they let me go. In hindsight, I'm glad that they did, because this misalignment has given God the opportunity to redirect me. The layoff has been a redirection. Granted, I don't have kids. I don't have a car. I sold my car a couple years ago or a year and a half ago when I was charting new waters. So I do sit in a different position than some people who have been laid off, but that doesn't mean that the same thing that works for me can work for you. It doesn't mean that if you're a person who suffered a layoff, that this can't be God's way of redirecting you towards something that is going to be more ample for your soul's fulfillment and for your purpose for being here. And, when we're giving all of our time to these workspaces, it should be something that is fulfilling and for our highest good as well, and not just the money. So there's that, right? Laid off, 6-figure job. How in the hell am I in Colombia? Well, I had already had this plan because I, had been traveling before. I had the date set. But this is the beautiful thing about God. My date to come here was February 2nd. I think I was let go on like a month ago, honestly, to the date. So I literally had 1 week, whatever it was. I had 1 week to get home, get all of my appointments together, and get ready to go off to my next journey. It was as if God timed it so that I wouldn't have to come to Colombia, come back from Colombia, figure out how to ship this, how to do that. Everything happened in the way it was supposed to. Now check this out. As I'm telling my good friend about me still coming, because I'm not letting this stop me. The great thing about living in a different country is that your American dollar goes a lot further. So I'd actually rather spend time out here learning, eating, embracing a new culture while my dollar is going further than being back home where I can barely get beans and rice. So I'm on the phone with my friend telling her, yes, I'm still going to Colombia. Her brother overhears and invites me out to a wonderful conference called Festival of the Diaspora. Y'all, so not only, am I in a new country, but as soon as I go into a new country, I'm networking with business owners, policymakers, philanthropists, educators, folks that I will have connections with for some time. I know it for a fact. This event just happened to be going on in Medellin during the week that I would be there. Do you think that was a coincidence, or do you think that was God? Do you think that was a coincidence, or do you think that was divine redirection? Because I sit here in front of y'all as a free woman in a foreign country that is fully in faith, knowing that all of this is happening for a reason. And I also know that if it's happening for me, it can happen for you. So here's why I'm changing the name of the channel. I, in the past 2.5 years, have covered a lot of ground, y'all. 4 continents, 8 countries, 30 cities, 98% of them have been solo. I have since gotten residency in a foreign country for myself. I'm charting the path for my family to be able to do the same, just really via their connection to me, via their connection to me. And I'm encouraging my friends to do so. That is why this is called Daughters of Harriet. It was sparked when I was getting my residency and just being around so many beautiful, brilliant women that have the same heart and desire that I do for liberation. The liberation of Black women, the liberation of our families, and to have the freedoms that our ancestors fought so hard for to be preserved via our actions. So on this channel, moving forward, I will be talking about travel. You got it. And it's not just going to be how to relocate here, how to relocate there, why you should. I'm going to share with y'all the experiences, the stories, because that's the inspiration, that's the medicine, the good and the bad, right? I've had some sketchy things that I've experienced overseas. I've had some wonderful, over-the-top romantic experiences overseas. And I plan on bringing it all to you. From South Africa to Southeast Asia to South America, you will get it all. Tips, tricks, and a whole bunch of talking. Maybe a little bit. But I welcome you to take this journey with me. So with that said, if you are a woman who shares the desire for liberation, whether you want to live outside of the States for 6 months or just have the ability to get the hell out if you'll need to, whether you're a person who's already here and you want to start, helping your friends, or you're just interested in travel, you're interested in seeing a different way of taking up space on this planet as a Black woman, please, I welcome you to follow me. Again, thank you to everyone who has subscribed during my short time in YouTube. I feel like I am that much more into owning my voice as I continue to find my voice in this space. So thanks to everyone who's rolled with me this far. If you feel like the channel direction doesn't fit with you moving forward, hey, I completely understand. I welcome you to unsubscribe, and I definitely wish you well. And thank you for being here while you were. If you feel like, oh, this is right up my alley, then girl, subscribe, okay? Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share it with some of the friends that you think would be inspired by this. This is coming from a 42-year-old single Black woman who is taking up space and encouraging you to do the same. If you are interested in taking this journey with me, then welcome to Daughters of Harriet. I will see y'all in the next video right here, where I'll be talking about lessons I've learned from 3 years of sobriety. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.